All right, everyone. So I have some news. I have to have surgery tomorrow, and I was hoping it would be mild enough that I could make it there in the evening. But now it's looking like it won't be. So I apologize for that. After this, there should not be any more health interruptions. Um, but yeah, I want to still plan on students um, attending class, and this is what we're going to do. Um, with the careers that you're going into, with wanting to be a filmmaker, most filmmakers that I've known at one point or another have filmed a commercial. In fact, a lot of people that I know, they do, I mean, commercials is kind of what pays the bills. And then doing a film is kind of like the end goal, I guess. So doing commercials, information videos, things like that are a good way to grow in your career. Even big name directors have done commercials. Christopher Guest used to direct his wife, Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, in those Yoplait commercials. So um, it's definitely out there, and they actually do pay really well. What I would like you to do is everybody meet like we would for class. I'm going to guess the door is locked, so you can do this outside in the hallway, but just go over this quick um, lecture. It's not very many pages. And you can watch some of these. This is like Wes Anderson, right? This is a MasterCard commercial that he did. And just talk about these. Why do we need commercials? Where do we see commercials? What is the parallel? Characteristics of a commercial. Just kind of going over them, so you should know a lot of the terms. So, they're generally high key. We have a lot of light, simple camera setups, kind of framing more in the center. Very specific running time, right? It's got to be exactly 30 seconds for TV because they're selling that airtime. They're very staged. There's generally a new shot every 3 seconds. That's just to help kind of keep your attention. That we can see color schemes, right, that go with the branding, and we can see taglines, right? That's what things like this and down here are. Part of it is just like knowing, do you need an on-screen talent talking to the camera? Do you need voiceover? And then are you going to be putting text and planning ahead for where that text is going to be? So you can watch. This was a commercial I did a while ago where this was who actually bought the commercial, and he didn't want to do voiceover, but I thought that the text could use the dialogue to go along with it. But anyway, sometimes you just got to give the client what they want. This is talking about what a call to action is. This was the very first commercial I ever filmed way back in the day. So you can watch that. And again, sometimes like the casting was done by the guy who owned the store, and he wanted to these two awesome guys it was great they were there, but they weren't really dressed for a commercial or like shaved, had the hair combed, and you just kind of got to go sometimes and give them what they want. Like understanding that each platform, TV, social media, or website, they have different rules. Like YouTube has different advertising rules than Facebook or Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, all of them. So you got to kind of start to understand what those rules are. And then I kind of gave you two examples. So like this is like a TV platform, and then this was a website / social media commercial kind of platform. So comparing those, and then the big thing is like knowing the audience response you want to get, and kind of being forward thinking on that. Here's two more what I call like information videos. So they're commercials. This was one I did for Southern Living. And then this was one, it was actually part of an award show, but it was also then used to advertise this restaurant. And then just some things that'll teach you more about working with clients when we meet up. But I mean, the basics are have everything in writing, make realistic goals, and prep all you want. So when I've done this assignment before, here's two examples. These aren't necessarily ones that adhered. This one I just find funny, so I put it out there. It's definitely longer. I want you to stick to just 30 seconds though, and I thought this one was done fairly well. So again, just kind of go over this together, and then for the commercial, what I want you to do is just work as a group to film something. So you can kind of just come up with an idea together. Again, I'd rather go in this case, like go for something that you'd like to show people that you maybe want to get hired for a commercial, right? So you're making it that good, not, hey, let's make our friends laugh or let it be funny in class. Like, sure, if you can be funny, but I want you to sell me something. I want to actually buy it, not just me, anybody. Again, so this is another thing that can then go on your YouTube to say you helped, right? Maybe you were the writer or the director, and how you did it. So again, get together, decide what you want to do after you look over the that lecture there. When I say writer, more or less somebody coming up with the major beats. Director, they're kind of focused on the acting and the performance, and then kind of giving an idea for the videographers. Now, so as not to make it boring, I mean, if you all have phones and you're all shooting 24 frames per second, you can get a wide shot and somebody could be getting a close-up or a medium shot. So make sure you decide how you want to share footage. You could do it while you're there. You can email it to each other. Somebody could start a Discord between you all and you can upload it there as well. So what I'm looking for, it's got to be exactly 30 seconds. So you'll share the footage and you'll all do your own edit. Make it exactly 30 seconds, no shorter, no longer, exactly 30 seconds. There has to be a minimum of 8 to 10 shots. I want it center framing. Try and have some kind of color scheme. I know that's hard, at a short notice, but if you can, that'd be great. Try and get some high key lighting, making sure it's bright enough. You can use music. You can incorporate text. Shoot in 30 frames. I think I just said 24, but actually commercials are shot more in 30 frames. So, and then we'll compare everybody's edits next week in class. We'll read the second draft together as well in class. So, I'll give you feedback this week as well for your draft. So just go ahead and submit them electronically. And I'm sorry if you've already printed them out. I'll send notes, and we'll get to that next draft the following week, I believe, unless I feel like yours is pretty close. So just be on standby for some more notes. Again, I'm so sorry that the Mondays have worked out this way. This had been planned a little bit ago, and it was at the time when I thought this class would still be on Thursday. So it's just been snow, Martin Luther King Day, and now this again. So I apologize for this. But again, I'd love for you all to go to class to work on this together. All right. Email me with any questions.